Good day, guys. It's your girl Joyful Diary once again. You are welcome to another day with a pregnant woman and a baby with her. Today, I just woke up and I was feeling very tired. And I know my husband went to work as earlier, so I was like, if I don't prepare something, definitely I will not eat. So I said, okay, let me do some food. Let me prepare some food. That's my rice. I was washing my rice. They call it sand free, but if you don't wash it clean, definitely you will definitely have some sand to chew. And I wasn't looking for that, especially my husband. So I didn't want any problem like say, oh, the rice is so sandy, I can't eat it. So I have to wash it very well. This was my first time washing it. I had to wash it like 3 times before I prepared the rice. Honestly, they call it sandfree, but I don't know why people call it sandfree. When you put inside water, it's still very dirty, and you still have to get some sand if not properly washed. So this was me trying to wash it thoroughly and very clean. And after the washing, it was then I had to boil it. That's parboil the rice. I have to sieve it. That's filter it, and also do a lot of things. It wasn't easy for me this day, but I couldn't help it. And this was when the rice, I know I did not document when I was parboiling it, but this was the rice when it was done. That's I'm done preparing the rice, and yeah, it's me trying to prepare, slice my onions for the stew. Already rice is done, and this is me slicing my stew. The knife was very sharp. At some point I was scared, but for video sake, for professionalism, or should I put it that way, I was just making it as if I'm really having fun. So this was me slicing the onions, and it was all fun. Definitely at some point, at this point, I don't know what happened. I was really tired today. If not for God, I don't know, maybe my baby, my little toddler, would have stayed hungry. But I said, as a mother, I have to do something. So that was this onions, and this is the garden egg. I like putting this purple garden egg into my stew. It makes it nice, and it's very proteinous, especially now. I don't know. I have a lot of cravings for some nasty or nutty things. So I went to the market after buying the fresh tomatoes. I had to buy this garden egg so that I can use it to complement my stew. And also, my husband loves it so much, so that's why I did it. So after buying the garden egg, I have to wash it, and after washing it, this was me slicing the garden egg. I know a lot of people doesn't know it, but it's very proteinous. It's very good for our health, especially as a pregnant woman. So this was me slicing it, and we didn't have light, that's electricity at the moment, so I didn't have any other option than after washing it, slicing it. I have to boil it for some minutes, and then I have to pound it. Yes, so I have to pound it. I will use my native mortar and pestle to pound the garden eggs. Likewise, the fresh tomatoes, and this is the protein, one of the proteins, that's smell. I will show you how I prepared it right from the beginning, but this was me slicing it after washing it with alum. You know, alum smell is always a little bit slimy, not a little bit, it's always slimy. So you have to wash it very well and remove all those dross, so that when you eat it you can really enjoy it. So this was me slicing it, opening the mouth, is it the mouth or whatever, so that I can really wash it very well. And if you are not careful, if you don't open the mouth and wash it, you might see some sand while eating it. So I have to open it all. It wasn't easy, I will not lie to you, but what can I do as a pregnant woman? That sometimes when I wake up and I'm always very hungry, as if I want to kill or I want to swallow someone. So that was me slicing the this thing, and I was a little bit distracted with my baby because she was just up and doing. She was disturbing, but I didn't want her to enter the video to some extent. So that's why I just had to concentrate, and I was talking to her at this point. So this is me trying to finish slicing the snail. Yeah, is running through. It was just fun with her, especially with her. If she wasn't around, maybe I'll be more bored. So I'm done with the slicing, like opening the mouth so that I can wash it thoroughly, so that I can use it for my stew. My stew. Please bear with me. I'm not a really touch girl. I'm a very local girl. So how this video is very unfiltered. I'll just show you everything I did. And that's the fresh tomatoes I bought. What is 1,000? I kept it on my fridge to some extent. Since we didn't have light for like 5 days, the tomatoes kind of eh, go a little bit softer than the way I bought it. And this was me, since there was no light and I wasn't ready to boil it. I was slice it like that. So I said, let me use my grater. That's what I use in if I don't have this thing. If I don't have light to blend it, I use it in grating it. So that was me grating the tomato. It wasn't really easy for me at this point. At some point I was really bending my tummy, and it was to some extent aching, but I have to do what I have to do so that when my husband comes back and my baby is waiting for me, I can present something for them to eat. And likewise me, because already I was so hungry, I won't lie. So this me grating the tomato. It was just a lovely moment to some extent, and at the same time I was just a little bit bored. So this way I was almost done. Yeah, I was almost done. Yeah, and this video is very unfiltered. I'm just doing what I have to do. Yes, I don't just want to make anybody. I just want to be my real self. So it's an unfiltered video. So this was me just grating it. And mind you, I already washed my hand. I'm a very clean person. I already washed my hand thoroughly clean before using it. So there's no need for me to use gloves. I washed my hand very clean, and I have very short nails since I am a mother, and as a wife I don't think at this point I really need long nails. So don't be scared. So my food is so nice. It wasn't easy for me, but what do I have to do? Yeah, I think I'm almost done. The other tomato, to some extent, was very soft, and I couldn't use it again. So this was the garden egg. So after everything, after boiling it, I have to pound it with my own mortar because I didn't have the strength to grate it like the way I did with tomato. Tomato is a little bit hard because I did not boil it. But for the fact that I had to boil this garden egg, so to complement the fresh tomatoes, I cannot use it. I can't use it like that and grate it. So that was me trying to pound my garden egg. It was just all fun. I was having fun. At the same time, I was hungry. I was trying to be fast. The time was just going up and down. That was me. I think at this point I was done with the garden egg, and this is one of the proteins I use. in the night. I told my husband always come back very late, that I have to look for snail. And he was like, you can buy it. I said, no, now that it's raining, around 10 a.m., if you go back and check, you will see that we have a lot of snails in our nearby bush. So this was the snails I picked, and my husband, my sister, they were very happy, because if at least if you go to the market, if you want to sell these snails, I think it will be up to 2,000 or thereabout. So that was it. So this was me removing it, cleaning it, so that when you want to eat it, you will eat it now and you will enjoy it. So I was trying to remove it from the shell manually, yes, and I was making sure we don't have any shell left there. So I had to use my hand and do it and remove it properly. It wasn't easy, because to some extent, if you are not serious, the shell might choke you, and it's very sharp, so you have to be careful. And remember, have a little toddler that is not up to 2 years, a year and some months. So if I'm not careful, she might end up coming there, and she might, god forbid, get injured. So I have to be fast, to be very careful, and I have to clean the place. So I was just trying to be myself at this point. I guess I was almost done, yeah, removing the snail from the shell. That was me. And these are the snail. Snail is very proteinous, and it's a blood tonic. And as a pregnant woman, I was advised, while going for my antenatal classes, we were asked to eat all these snails, clams. You have a lot of proteinous food that might boost I must boost your is it hormones or whatever. They said I needed, my PCV at some point was low, so I needed some proteins like this to boost it. So, and this was the clam, the river clam, yeah, and that was the fish, and that was the snail. And also we had the already sliced onions. That was just that was this the fresh pepper, and this just the garden egg that has been pound by me, and that's the snail. Yeah, so I was just displaying all the proteins I have to put in my little tiny sweet fresh tomatoes. So that's it. Yeah, I had to bring my cylinder. Please bear with me. This moment, my sister came back from school, and I was so happy, because at this point I had somebody to be holding the camera for me, since my tripod was just having a little issues with the legs. So I just said, okay, let her do the videoing for me. And this was me just this I had to put my tomato paste, because no matter what, I don't like using fresh tomatoes alone. I need the paste. I don't know why. I just feel adding some tomato paste to my fresh tomatoes will make it come out very nice. So I had to buy the sachet one and add. Yeah, so that's me removing it from the sachet. And this was my pots of proteins. We have the snail, we have the ice fish, we have the clams, yeah. And I had to do some saucing. That was my seasoning, my onions, pepper, maggi, like that's my seasoning, just to make sure everything goes on well. And when I cook it, you can eat any of it, the snail, the fish, and you really get the taste. We have a lot of people that doesn't like using saucing or seasoning their meat or protein, but for us as an Akwa Ibom lady, we love seasoning our meat. Any protein we want to use, we have to season it. And this was me trying to do the stew, prepare the stew, and that was the groundnut oil I used. This is a very unfiltered video. It's not easy, but I have to be real. Yes, I bought it. How much was it? Is it 800 naira? Small groundnut oil that I went to buy for this thing. And after that, after I might have heated the oil, the groundnut oil, this was me putting the onions that has been neatly washed and sliced. So this was me putting, that's groundnut oil and ice fish. My husband would prefer you put those protein first. He doesn't like it all fresh, like 100% fresh. So I have to. Almost sorry, sir. This was me putting the ice fish in the oil so that at least it will fry it and make it a little bit more dry than that like it was before. And that's the smell. It was just the protein. That was me putting the protein. Please just forgive me. This is my first voice video, so I know I have a lot of things to do, some corrections, but man must work. Yeah, this was day. And after that, I was talking to my sister. My sister was even making me laugh. And after that, I had kind of waited for like 5 minutes before I had to put my tomato paste because I like putting it there. If you don't put it well, if you put it last, it might slaps it might be a little bit salty. I don't know how it says, but the taste won't be nice. So first, after the groundnuts and the proteins, this is how I prepare my own. I have to put the paste so that it might go on well, and so that when you eat it, you might really enjoy it. Yes, it is very important you cook the tomato well. Yes, this was me talking to my sister, and that was a fresh pepper, and that was the remaining onions. My husband loved the onions to be a little bit fresh, so I didn't put all. Yeah, and that was me discussing and talking to my sister, and that was garden egg to complement the stew. Yes, I think at this point, yeah, I didn't put my, what do you call it, my fresh tomatoes. Did I? Oh, I think I did. Camera did not capture it. Okay, I would have said. And this was me. This is the fresh tomatoes. Yeah, a lot of people do sieved, like kind of make sure they boil it till the water gets dry, but me, I don't do it that way. I put it like that, but I have the thing is that I have to cook it for a longer period of time, and I'll get the best. Definitely I do get the best. I have to put it that way, and it's always nice. As a Calabar person, a Akwa Ibom girl, this is how we prepare it. And secondly, this was my stock, the water from the protein, that's from my stock. That was the last thing I had to put because I didn't want the stew to slap people. So right now the stew was done, and this was my sister, my junior sister. She really enjoyed it. She was waiting for the stew to be ready so that she can eat. Look at her. She was staying in the living room and shouting. She even told me that the food is not enough, that I should double it. And look at her, she was struggling after eating a whole almost two plates of this rice. And so
Mm.
she really enjoyed. Thank you. Bye bye, guys. I love you.